Hello traders, this is a Bitcoin technical analysis. Before I begin, I would like to take a minute of your time. A certain gentleman contacted me yesterday and he asked me how come one day my assumption is that Bitcoin is in a Wyckoff distribution schematic, and on the second day I'm willing to drop this analysis, I drop this bias and to look for longs. My answer is that as a person, I have values, I have goals, and these things, they don't change, or they change very slowly. But as a trader, I'm willing to drop my bias in a day, because every day when I look at the charts, I ask myself the question, where was I wrong yesterday? Because price is king and you need to go where price leads you. This move on August 1st was a very substantial move. It was a $1,000 move, okay? More than $1,500 move. These things, when they occur, you need to be asking yourself the question, am I right, am I wrong, or am I right? Okay? Now, having said that, I'm thinking that it is most probably that this move on August 1st and August 2nd was just a shakeout, and that we are indeed in a distribution schematic and that we are indeed going down. Why? We can see a pattern here, consolidation for a few days, a sharp move up and a drop. Also, when we went below the range, we had a few days of consolidation in a tight range, in a tight range, in a tight range, a sharp move up, and possibly the drop is next. However, I am not a whale and I don't sit in the Council of Whales, and I'm not privy to their plans. So we have a validation and invalidation points. Okay, the bearish scenario will become invalid if Bitcoin gets above the value area high, holds it as support, continuation up. This is the first point of invalidation, a move above the value area high at 29,430 and a retest as support, not on the 1 hour, okay, on the 4 hours. Second invalidation, if Bitcoin moves above the 50% of the wick, okay, and we see continuation up above 30,000, then the bearish scenario is indefensible, okay? First, the move above the value area high, 29,430, not on the hourly candle, at least on the 4 hours, with the retest of support. If we see continuation up above the 50% of the wick, 29,880, that's it. I cannot defend the bearish scenario or the bearish bias in this occurrence, okay? The bearish scenario also has very simple invalidation. Get above below the trend line and below the 0.382 fib at 28,740, test the trend line as resistance and continuation down, then the bullish scenario is indefensible and my bias will be to the downside. That's it. It's simple. Many YouTubers, I'm not a YouTuber, I'm a trader and I'm just a person sharing his opinions. Many YouTubers, they talk with a lot of certainty and they put a lot of emphasis about predicting Bitcoin. But the truth is that no one can predict Bitcoin and nobody knows what the next day will bring. This is why, as a trader, I have invalidation points and validation points, and I follow the validation and invalidation points. Sometimes maybe I was too hasty to drop my shorts because I was short from the top, from 21,700. Okay, from the top of the top I was short. Maybe I was too hasty, but I defined invalidation points, and when they were hit, they were hit. This is the process. Exactly the same here. I have a validation point for the bearish scenario and for the bullish scenario, and I will follow these validation and invalidation points because I'm not a prophet and I don't know where Bitcoin will go next with certainty. However, my assumption currently is that my initial bearish bias was correct and that this was August 1st and 2nd were a shakeout, and that we are continuing down for lower prices. That's all I have for you. I hope it helps. I also hope that some of you understood what I wanted to communicate, and I wish you all the best.